You act like I cheated on you.
That's the way it feels. That's the way it feels, you know. I'm tired of having to tell you that I'm sorry for the way that you make me feel.
Jasmine has caught Gino red-handed in yet another lie. She knows all about the strippers and the secret bachelor party that Gino's been hiding from her. And unsurprisingly, now she's furious. She's done with him. She wants out.
I want to be with my kids.
Yeah, I don't want you here.
That love me. I know you don't want me.
If you're so angry,
you made me
let me finish my
angry.
sentence.
Yeah, so we're all very, very familiar with Jasmine's toxic behaviour. But let's not forget, Gino also has a lot of red flags. Now, before we start looking into those, let's just rewind to the beginning. So we left Jasmine in the last episode furious after she just found out about Gino's secret bachelor party. A bachelor party that involved going to a strip club. Now, after the lip gloss incident and also after finding mementos and love letters of Gino's ex-wife, this is all becoming too much for Jasmine. And when we join them in this episode, Gino is at home unaware of what's coming his way.
Yesterday, I walked in the house and Jasmine had all this stuff that she found in my house, you know, and I don't think she should be getting upset. This is like my past relationships.
Now, Gino's right, but what he doesn't realise is that cousin Dana's wife, Michelle, seems to have already talked Jasmine off that ledge. In fact, she even managed to make Jasmine feel guilty for overreacting to those old cards. But that was before she accidentally spilt the beans about his bachelor party. So as Jasmine arrives home to confront Gino, you can literally see the icy fury in her eyes.
I would love to know what you did the day before I arrived to USA.
Just from Jasmine's tone, Gino can immediately tell that he's in trouble. But he hasn't yet connected the dots. He doesn't know what he's done wrong. And when Jasmine gives him one last chance to come clean and be honest with her, he fumbles that opportunity so badly. He chooses to lie through his teeth and fake utter confusion.
The day before you arrived?
Yeah.
I didn't go out the day before you arrived.
It's hilarious watching Gino and scratch his head and close his eyes in concentration as he tries to recall the day in question. Jasmine asks him, "What did you do the day before I arrived?" And it's at that point, it's Jasmine's specific direction that suddenly makes him realise he's been found out. So now he attempts to downplay the situation.
You talking about my bachelor party?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
That's my exact question. What's up with that?
"Are you talking about my bachelor party?" he asks, trying his very best to make it seem like a tiny, insignificant detail. But the thing is, Gino is a terrible liar when he's confronted face to face like this. Like, literally everything about him, every fibre of his being, screams, "I'm guilty." Now, as for Jasmine, well, she can obviously see this. She knows what's up. But, for now at least, she's trying to seem reasonable about this.
You didn't tell me. You have a bachelor's party. And I get it. Because I had one, it's fair, you had one. But why didn't you tell me?
Gino absolutely should have told Jasmine. That's the minimum expected in any relationship, let alone one plagued by so much insecurity. Like, hiding his bachelor party from her just makes it seem so much more suspicious. But I think we can all agree that Jasmine doesn't exactly make herself approachable when it comes to bad news. She has this habit of absolutely going mental. So yes, Gino should have told her, but am I surprised that he didn't? No, I can't say I am.
Well, honestly, I didn't want you to be pissed off or upset preparing to come to the United States because I'm going out on a bachelor party.
Now, keep in mind that on that day in question, Jasmine's last day in Panama, as she prepared to come to the States, they had another big fight. In fact, we were told that Jasmine had blocked Gino on WhatsApp. He arrived to the airport to pick her up, not knowing whether or not she had boarded her plane. So maybe Gino's right. Maybe that extra news of the bachelor party would have tipped her over the edge. Maybe it would have resulted in her not getting on the plane. But why didn't he tell her sooner? Or why hasn't he told her since?
I'm already here. I've been here for a while. When were you planning to tell me?
I wasn't really going to tell you unless you asked.
Is that really true, Gino? Because it seems like that's another lie. Jasmine did ask you. She asked you just now when she got home, but you literally looked her in the face and lied to her. Look, the thing is, it's very clear that Gino is one of those people that doesn't mind telling little white lies if it avoids conflict. But lies are lies, and when he gets found out, as he inevitably does, it makes the whole thing so much worse. It inevitably ends up blowing up in his face. And no surprise, Jasmine is pissed off.
What did you do? You went with your family, but be
I
more
went
specific.
with my family.
Where?
Big deal.
Where?
We went to a strip club.
Gino is gaslighting Jasmine here. He's trying to veer the conversation off course. He's trying to make Jasmine feel like she shouldn't be upset. Big deal, he says. But Jasmine isn't upset about the fact he went out for a party. She's not even upset about the strip club. What she's upset about is that yet again, he's lied to her face. And what's worse, he's about to do it again.
I didn't even ask for any dances. I didn't touch any girls. Whoa!
Oh boy. Production really came through with their receipts on this one. The sheer audacity of him maintaining that he didn't touch any of the girls when there's literally footage of it. We can literally see one stripper on his back and another whipping him. Yikes, Gino. I need to scrub my eyes.
I was with my family. This is a fun night out before you come. Why are you so upset about that?
It's your freaking attitude.
Gino's been caught red-handed. He's been caught in a lie. Yet somehow, he's the one who's getting pissed off at Jasmine. Now, don't think that I've forgotten that Jasmine is also sitting on a huge lie. This whole argument about honesty is very hypocritical of her. But make no mistake, her time will come. That lie will eventually be uncovered. So for the time being, let's focus on Gino's behaviour, because it's becoming more and more apparent that Jasmine's hot temper has distracted us from a lot of Gino's red flags this entire time.
I always have to discover from other people. And when I confront you, this is your attitude, you know.
What's my attitude?
You're careless.
She's not wrong. He sent her nudes to an ex. He lied to her face about it. And the truth only came out when his ex messaged Jasmine. But whilst that was a couple of seasons ago now, his behaviour hasn't really got better. He's continued to lie. Like, he lied about quitting his job. He lied about keeping mementos from his ex-wife. He's lied about the bachelor party. And those are all just the lies that we've uncovered on the show. What about behind closed doors? What else does he lie about? Because it seems like Jasmine is worn down by all of this.
Why are you upset?
But I am, because you lie to me, Gino, all the time. You're
Lie to
hiding
you?
things. I don't want to marry you, Gino.
The very fact that Gino doesn't get what's wrong is another red flag. Does he really not understand what he's done wrong? Or is he faking ignorance? It really must be exhausting for Jasmine to constantly have to explain everything to him like he's a little child. When you choose not to tell the truth, that's a lie, Gino. Lies hurt people. Lies make them lose trust in you. But unfortunately, Gino is not yet done with his gaslighting.
You're way overreacting. You're way out of control. I think you need some help is what I think.
I need a ticket back to Panama.
That's what I think.
That's what I think.
Now, yes, we all know that Jasmine does have this bad habit of being overdramatic. But so far, for this lie, I don't think she has been. She's remained quite reasonable. So what Gino's doing here is gaslighting. Like, if he'd have said that when she was screaming her lungs out in the car about the lip gloss, then yes, that would have been fair. But to say it now, while Jasmine's well within her rights to be upset, Well, this time it comes across as really callous.
You act like I cheated on you or
That's
something.
the way it feels.
I
That's
didn't-
the way it feels, you know. I'm tired of having to tell you that I'm sorry for the way that you make me feel.
Yeah, I think a lot of girls would be upset. They would be uncomfortable if their partner went to a strip club, then hid that fact from them. Like, Gino must know that. He must know Jasmine. He knows that Jasmine struggles with issues of rejection, issues with self-esteem and trust. Yet he's still gone ahead and lied to her. And Jasmine has had enough. She takes off her ring and she throws it on the floor. She tells Gino that she doesn't want this anymore.
I want to be with my kids.
Yeah, I
with
don't
the
want you
people
here.
that
If
love
you're-
me. I know you don't want me.
If you're so angry,
You made me
let me finish my
angry.
sentence.
When Jasmine becomes irate like this, well, that means it's the end of the argument, because at that point, it becomes impossible to communicate with her. Now, what's obvious here is that Jasmine's tired. She's worn out from having to deal with years and years of Gino's white lies, his lack of understanding, his lack of emotional intelligence. But it's not all one way, because Gino is also tired. He's tired of Jasmine constantly blowing up at him.
This happens all the time. It's starting to wear me out. She's always threatening to leave. It's getting to become too much.
Yes, Gino, you're both wearing each other out, which is very concerning before a marriage. It should make you stop and question whether you want to get married. But we all know, we just know that somehow, inexplicably, despite how wrong they are for each other, that engagement ring will be back on her finger in no time.